Welcome to the Frequency of Grace. My name is Derry. This is tarot for those choosing growth over comfort. We read through the lens of recovery in all its forms: addiction, heartbreak, trauma, and old cycles. This isn't about chasing people, it's about choosing yourself. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If this aligns, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's begin. Let's see what we got here for my collective. Let's see what we got here for my collective. Spirit, give me the clearest and highest messages. First out, you have Soar. It says you're being tasked to stop dimming your own light. Period. It's time for you to come out if the shadow of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly higher, dear one. Next is connected to intuition. Repeating patterns are keeping you from making a new choice in this situation. Break free from old ways of thinking and ask for new insight. Then we have Soul Whisperer. Your soul is whispering its deepest desires and truths to you. In the quiet moments, listen clearly, listen closely. It's guiding you towards your authentic path. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, this is spirit asking you to be more open and be more receptive to what's going on around you. Because of where you've been in life, you may be someone who is not playing big. I think it's time for you to play big. I think because you worked on yourself, you're not falling into old cycles. And I do believe that because of the old cycles, it's caused you to not trust yourself as much. But here, Spirit is asking you to trust yourself. Gain more awareness, not just mental awareness, physical awareness, spiritual awareness. It might be actually best for you to connect to ancestors, whatever religion or spirituality you subscribe to, connect to it. I think this is what Spirit is asking. And with Soul Whisperer, you know what it is you want to do. I think because of the life you lived, it's caused you to stray away from it and think that the thoughts of what you actually want in life is foolish. And I think that's crazy. I think we spend a lot of our life trying to undo what was done to us as kids. And here we are as an adult with this inward battle that sometimes feels like it never ends. But Spirit is asking you to soar, take big steps. You know, I'm a firm believer in if you aren't making yourself uncomfortable every day, and I don't mean in any dangerous way, but if you aren't making yourself uncomfortable, you aren't growing. Spirit is asking you to connect to your intuition. This might mean meditate. This might mean go, if you're into religion, whatever you subscribe, whether you're Buddhist, Christian, Muslim, pick up your holy book, read it, meditate on it. And then with the Soul Whisperer, it's a call for you to go inward and look at yourself and ask yourself those hard questions. What is it that I want? And it's okay, we're so conditioned to believing that everything outside of us matters. And it doesn't. Everything I've learned in my journey, that everything that I wanted or everything that I thought I needed wasn't outside of me. I had it the whole time. And I think you do too. You have it. You're just unsure of it. You may not know what it feels like, what it looks like, but and it may be uncomfortable. Which is why you have to get out of being uncomfortable and step into your power. for you. Oh. Spirit, give me the clearest and highest messages for my collective. You have soul light. Your soul's light guides your inner world and path through awakening. Revelation, awakening, and guidance. This I believe this is more connected to connect to your intuition. Your soul knows where it wants. Your soul knows where it's supposed to be going. I think in life because of the conditioning that we experience since birth, we are taught to second guess what goes on in our mind. You know, they call people crazy who talk to themselves, but I'm not gonna lie, sometimes you have to have that inner dialogue with yourself. I do it all the time. I don't care what people think. But this is asking you to look inward, and you can guide you. You know where you want to go. Of course, especially if it's not hurting you or harming anyone else, you know what direction you need to go in. And even if that means stepping away from people that you've known since you were a baby, then that might be something you have to do. Let's see what else we got here. Body wisdom. Listen to your body's wisdom to understand your care for your needs. Yes, listen to yourself. When you are around people that make you uncomfortable and it bothers you, it causes you to fidget, it causes you to think bad thoughts, you have to become self-aware to pick up on these things, first of all. Secondly, when it happens, there's nothing wrong with you. Is everything wrong with the people or the situation around you? And it's like your body is picking up on that and is screaming, get me away, get me out of here. And a lot of times we're so conditioned to that being a thing where it's okay to sit in that, and it's not. That's like they say, when you first meet people, and if you really, really like somebody, like your crush, you get butterflies. I don't believe that. I believe if I get nervous around somebody, I gotta get away. And 9 times out of 10, I'm 110% right. Because a lot of times people don't have the best intention for you. Someone who loves you, someone who cares about you, someone who means no harm to you would never make you feel nervous. So trust your body, open up, listen to it. Definitely. Let's just keep flying. Gateway of awareness. Enter the gateway of awareness to uncover new spiritual insight, awareness, opening, transformation. This reading is pretty much about you going inside of yourself to ask yourself those important questions. What is it that I want? I don't think that this is a time, whoever I'm speaking to, this is not a time for you to be worrying about the thoughts of other people. Number one, you've come too far. Number two, people's opinion doesn't matter, especially if you're not harming anyone or yourself. If you feel like, I find a lot of times people who don't want to see you rise above them will push back and tell you this is what you should be doing, instead of encouraging you to do what it is that you want. And a lot of times that is conditioning. It's not because they don't want you to grow. It's not because they don't want you to do better than them. Sometimes that is the case. But a lot of times that's the only way they know how to help someone. I think this is definitely a call for you to start meditating, trusting yourself, listening to your body, being more self-aware mentally and physically. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Cups. Ace of Cups. This is all about feelings, love, choices. I think that in the past you've had a lot of choices. A lot of choices that may have been illusion. These are things that other people wanted you to do, things that other people wanted you to see about yourself. And I think you got into a point with the Four of Cups where you're standing right in front of yourself and it's almost like, why do I not trust myself? How can I trust that what I'm doing is right? Because you want the validation from people outside of you. And I think with the Ace of Cups, once you start loving on yourself and trusting yourself, this is where everything takes off. You go from like having all these options to not understanding and not really knowing what you want to God giving you something with the Four of Cups, saying, "Here, this is for you." But you've had so many illusions that you don't even know whether you should take this or not. You don't know if it's real. You don't know if this is something that's going to be good for you. It could be a person. It could be a new job. It could be a new situation in your life. This could be you dealing with friends. This could be a lot of things pertaining to your heart space and how you feel about things. But with this Ace of Cups, God is giving you something for sure and saying, "Here, this is for you." And it's because you went through this trial error. It's because you may be connecting to your intuition. It's because you're paying attention to your body. It's because you're looking inside. You're healing your inner child. This is why, if you aren't, you will have something come into your life which is new. This could be love from yourself. This could be a significant other. I really feel that for you. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. And the Ace of Pentacles. After the illusions, after weaving through the bads and the things that weren't good for you, God not only gives you love, He might give you a new job. Spirit is here rewarding you with something, because now you're making the right choices. This could be you starting school. This could be you starting a new job. This could be you starting some type of new career. You have two new starts here, one in love and one in the physical world. And they're from God, because you've done the work. I definitely feel like you've done the work. With the Seven of Cups, I feel like you've weaved through. You've used discernment to pick and choose what's good for you, what's not good for you. You've worked on yourself. Tell me about this Four of Cups. And once you accept whatever it is that God, Spirit, whatever you subscribe to, is giving to you, you're not going to want to let it go. With the Nine of Cups, this is all yours. You have 9 cups. You're not sharing it with nobody. You're like, yeah, this is mine. The Nine of Cups can be a very selfish energy, but in this reading, I feel like it's selfish for all the right reasons. I feel like you're not giving to people who aren't pouring back into you. You're done with it. I like this energy. I resonate with this energy myself. Tell me about this Ace of Cups. The world, the cycle has ended. A cycle has ended, a cycle has closed, and you're opening a new chapter in your life. And it's because you did all this hard work. It's because you stopped dimming your light. It's because you got rid of repeating patterns. It's because you are listening closely to yourself. You're going into your inner world and you're choosing yourself. You're choosing peace. You're choosing to do the things that you want to do to make you a better person. You're listening to your body and you're aware of anything and everything around you. And if not, you will be. You've had so many choices, both good and bad, and you were able to use discernment to pick the right things, pick what is ever for you. You kept your cup full. You weren't pouring out into other people. I feel like in the middle of it, it did get hard. It did get hard, and you like, you know what? It's better if I just stay to myself. I don't want nothing from nobody. I don't want to continue to be disappointed. With the Ace of Cups, you found love. I feel like this is inner love, though, which led you to making some type of money, which led you to some type of career. And that career led you to loving yourself, overwhelmingly loving yourself. Nine of Cups energy, being selfish with yourself. And then you're starting a new chapter. Whatever you're doing with the Ace of Pentacles in the World card, this could be something online. This could be you starting a YouTube channel. This could be you opening up a business. This could be you starting school. But whatever it is here, it's working out in your favor. Good job, collective. I am really, really happy to see this. Thank you guys. That is your reading. Remember, if you did enjoy this reading, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And my name is Derry. Thank you all for joining me. Bye.